Good morning, folks. This is Shippy the Explorer in a bright morning. Sun is shining and cool and crisp. Glad to have you again. If you notice, I'm outside among the trees, and it's actually quite cool. But I'm trying to get some fresh here because this is a time of year where in America it's tax time, baby. Tax time. So, most responsible persons in the United States, you have to get in the groove between December 31st and April, I think 15th of the year. You have to get your previous tax papers together, and you file for your tax, the previous year's tax, where you declare what you have made and what you have paid to various maybe state or federal government. And at the end of it, when you prepare your tax during this time, you may end up getting back some money, or you end up finding that you're in debt to the federal government or to the state government or to the local town or city. So it's tax time, baby. In America, you can't get rid of it, can't get away from this. Actually, it's interesting. If it's not too complicated, it's the time when you really reflect on what you have done for the previous year. I used to do it myself, but mine has gotten too complicated. I'm getting too old for that. So what I've done is just to put the papers together and then take it to my tax expert, and they get this prepared for me, and that would be the end of the close of the year. But it's interesting that this country has developed such a stringent or comprehensive tax program. I don't think even the IRS understands. Some of the members of the IRS organization understands fully what they have in that package. I think it's a massive document and a lot of intricate parts. So, but it's interesting that this country, in 1776, the colonies of the first 13 colonies, they got together and they were fighting against, resisting the heavy taxation, levied on them by the British, by the King of England. And they said, this is too much tax. This is too much. We are being taxed too much. And it ended up having, I think you call it the Boston Tea Party, where people actually protest, and I think it was something that they dumped tons or hundreds of pounds of tea from a ship in the Boston Harbor. They were protesting, and to see, I'm not complaining, but the tax burden of the ordinary citizens of this country is quite extensive. Some people having a hard time really coping with it, and maybe the federal government should look into this. They have improved on it sometimes over the years, but still some people are struggling. But paying your tax in the country, and it helps, really helps to maintain the high standard of living that we have. And if the government is responsible, very responsible, then that tax dollar goes to benefit the national, at the national level, at the state level, at the local level, and so it's good. But if you have a government that is wasting their tax dollars or being irresponsible, that's another thing. So I'm getting some fresh air. I know many of you are intimidated by a lot of the paperwork, and I too is a little intimidated by some of this. But I have a system where I put all my papers together, and then around this time of the year, I come outside and I get a good whiff of cool air, and I make myself ready to start the process. So let me show you a little bit more about what I do. So after over the years, over the months, what I do is I collect all bits of piece of papers, everything that pertains to expenditures and purchases, and I keep them in my box, and it says tax, and I just dump them in that box. And then the end of this time of the year, no, I have more that the tax process in America is that you have paperwork that comes in from banks and businesses and all sort of things, and you have to wait on sometime to the end of January that you collect all these bits of papers, and then you sort through them. See, the paper is so heavy I'm going backwards, and so here, folks, this is what tax looks like. Tax time, baby. Tax time in America. You sort through, you have your files, and you start to sort things through, and and put them in different categories. It's fun to a certain extent. And then you throw away what is not necessary. And then you think about sitting down and going through the others. There we go. And then you sit down and you make sure that you're visible and you think about life. But I'm going to tell you, if you are organized, when you're organized, it makes it um, easier to really get your tax prepared. And if you're overwhelmed, as I said before, you get things put together. If you're working, you have to have your W-2 forms. If you have investment, you have to show the income from those investments. If you have bank accounts, the banks by this time of the year supposed to send you the W-2 forms. The W-2 forms is from the federal government, and well, W-2 form is from your employees, and bank statement is from your banks, tells you if you have incurred any interest for the year. And so the process is that you put all these things together and you file your tax, and it comes mainly in the federal part and also the state part. The city part, sometimes if you live in an area where you live in a city or an incorporated area, the tax is collected through the state and distributed to the different township. But that's a process, guys. That's a process. Some parts of the world, some people complain that they shouldn't pay tax, but it's important. I think it's important that you pay tax to a certain extent, because, as I said before, it really helps with the improvement of your society. When you compare this to maybe say some of our politicians or the richer folks in this country, they have maybe a whole department to look after their tax, and sometimes their tax will take probably a year or more, or even years to finish looking after. And yes. So don't get too intimidated, folks. I understand in certain parts of Africa, really, even when you buy land, it's a one-time tax. You pay that money you pay for the land. There's maybe some, I assume there's some extra money on top of that cost, where it's a one-time payment, and you don't have to pay tax for the rest of the life, the time you own that property. But in United States, this is an ongoing thing. You have your taxed. I'll take one of the simplest form. I don't know the comprehensive thing, but I'll take the simplest form. You have sales tax. You go to the store, and some states don't charge you, but I think in Maryland, I think it's a 6%. So you buy some, especially consumer goods, not food, but consumer goods. You buy a television, you buy a radio, you buy furniture, and there's a 6% tax on that. Then you have your tax also on your income. Your tax if you work. The people you work for is entitled to pull federal tax and state tax out of your pay and send them on to the appropriate office. And then your tax also on your investment if you have rental properties or if you have Airbnb, all that income is you're taxed on your income. Then you're taxed in certain Virginia. You're taxed on your car. You're paying tax on some items that you own. You own, and collectively, all that goes to the treasurer of the federal side and also the state side, and they use that money to pay for schools, for infrastructure, roads and bridges and town halls and water, groundwater protection and all that, and also for the local police and the federal state police and the federal police, and that's where your money goes. And sometimes it goes towards war, which sometimes is not nice, not good, but sometimes it's inevitable that we have to fight wars this time of the year. I mean, all throughout history. But that's what it is, guys. So tax time. So I sit down, and you can see the paper in front of me, and I gradually go through them, and I start to put them in categories, and makes it easier for you. I would encourage you to do the same, and so you can know what is in front of you. So so it's but if I get tired of doing tax, I get up and stretch and I go back outside, or I do keep some serious books in this space where I can maybe do some reading, take my mind off the tax if it's get too taxing on the mind. Oh, look what I have here. I have Bob Marley caps. Oh, none but ourselves can free our minds. Oh my, oh appropriate. Some years ago, I think when I went home to Jamaica, we got those at the Bob Marley Museum, if I'm not mistaken. So I have some great books here, folks. As a religious person, I have the Holy Bible, and I also have the Quran. I read everything. I even have Frederick Douglass, The Life and Times of Frederick Douglass. I tell you, some good old stuff, man. Black Magic, the Black West, 100 amazing facts about the Negro. Henry Louis Gates Jr., doctor. I watch him a lot. Yeah. So don't. So really, what I'm saying, folks, is that some parts of the world, the tax time is not as burdensome as in the United States. But if your government is improving the process or getting a little bit more strict with you, you just have to understand some of it. Some of you are going to be mad with me because you're saying, okay, the government is wasting my money, wasting our money. But on certain things, that is not correct. But if you're in America, this is the life that most of us have to go through to deal with. It's part of life. Tax time, and but as I said, keeping your books and records straight, makes it a lot easier and gives you a time of the year when you can just really trash some things and say, forget that aspect of life. Get rid of those garbage material that some people try to solicit many of us through the year. So this time of the year, you get rid of those solicitation information and letters. Yes, tax time, baby. This is Shippy the Explorer. Each day I try to show you that life is not stagnant in this society, but you have to cope and deal with your 1 minute you're dealing with the spiritual part of life, and the next minute you're dealing with the commercial part of life, and next time you're dealing with the business part of life in this society, and it's all there. It's the ups and downs of life. It's just have to cope with it. Some people can't cope, and I sympathize with a lot of people who really find it hard this type of year too. They're really stressed out, pretty bad. And some people, you have there's a lot big debt that you probably owe the federal government or state government, but it's just I would encourage you to do your best to straighten out those things and do your best and keep living, because life, once you have life, it's that's the important thing. Having life, then you can carry on for the next day. But if you're stressed out and you really go mentally overstressed with a lot of this, then then it's no good to yourself and to your family and even to the society, because when you're in that state, then other people, they have to deal with your situation. So if it's overbearing, you get help. If it's overbearing, you ask questions and read about it. Get other opinion, and try to make it fun. Some people are gonna say, okay, tax time is not fun, but sometimes you just have to make it fun. So this is Shippy, the Explorer, coming to you, talking about another part of life. You know, you know. As I said, if you have life, things go on. It's another opportunity to progress and to enjoy the spiritual part of life. But as I said, I got a puff of fresh air and said it's tax time, baby. The rule is that I think you have to get your tax prepared by the 15th of April. Or if it's not done by then, you can file a form and ask for what they call is an extension to the process. And that gives you more time to just deal with whatever you have to deal with. You know, at least you do get that, because the government, so I guess, realized that sometimes not everybody is able to get their act together. You know, so they have all sort of things that there's all sort of support there. Yes. Wow. From a country, well, it's not even a country, from a collective 13 colonies who protest the taxation of England on them, now to that country who has formed those colonies who get together and effectively form the colonial government, and now eventually became the United States of America. Now we have one of the most comprehensive tax programs in the world. So, as I said, get yourself organized and just do it. All right? Just do it. It's tax time, baby. Paper, paper, and more paper. Paper galore. Okay, well, all right. I can't talk to you while I do the paperwork, so I'm just gonna stop for now and say bye for now. And if you see me come back on the screen, that means I survived this session. So over for now, and I'm just gonna dig in and see what I've done for the last year. Bye for now. This is Shippy the Explorer coming to you from a room somewhere up in the house. Tax time, baby. Hi folks, this is Shippy the Explorer. Just coming to you, telling you that it's the last 2 hours I've been at the tax table working all these papers, and looks a little bit more organized. I've put some things together. Yes. Some of you might recognize this calculator. This calculator is a Hadid machine release from 1974 from college. Casio memory. 1974. Still working. And just like that calculator or Hadid machine, I'm exhausted. So I'm taking a break from all this paperwork. My brain is getting a little bit tired. I've accumulated a lot more trash to throw away. And it's good to take a break now. So I'll just take a walk outside. And get some fresh air. Maybe colic. Wow, it's a lovely day. Wow. There you go. Quack. Those are the crows. Very smart birds. Probably looking to capture another bird's eggs. It's really a lovely day, and I'm happy to come outside. You can see I just have on a light jacket, and so maybe later on I take a walk. But the city services, they provide these large trash bins, and they're still trying to keep the neighborhood clean, but my friends. College Park is one of the best That's a weekly thing that the city picks up the trash every Monday. They pick up the regular trash and recycling. So the green one is the regular trash, and then the blue one is recycling. Paper, plastic, so forth, and glass. Hello, our neighbors. Good. Enjoy. Good. So you can see recycling, it tells you what can really have to give College Park credit for being providing a good service. About 10 years ago, they used to have a truck that comes and just pick up the bins. The man didn't have to, person didn't have to touch the bins. There you go. Blue recycling, green trash. Crows seems to be having a, they seem to be disturbed today. But as I said, it's a beautiful day. If I walk much more, I'll probably be sweating. Or so maybe later we'll do some neighborhood walking or walk around the pond. Well, it's life in College Park, folks. Right. It's a beautiful sky. Not a cloud in the air. Oh my. You can just feel spring is around the corner. But I'm sure a lot of people out walking if we go down to the park. Good. All right, see a little bit more. Well, welcome back, guys. This is Shippy the Explorer, and it has been a long day, and been waiting on this young lady to come home to see if she's all right. So,
hello.
yes.
I stopped at the store
You stopped.
and pick up a few things.
Somebody like the shop. Somebody like the shop.
The light.
We have to eat, so she's shopping. It's the first day back to work. If I can get the so I got here, gonna small shopping. I'll take. That's it. I'll take a bag. That's it. Okay.
Yep.
So you managed for the day.
Wasn't bad for
Survive.
the first day.
Yeah. First day back to work. Oops.
Sorry.
Cutting off your hair. Oh boy.
Oh, good to be home.
It's good to be home.
Yep.
Nice shopping.
Let me go back here and wash my hands.
So it has been a long day. Our first day back to work after a week, and wasn't feeling well, but seemed to have gone out and survived. Wow. So she's a nurse, so the whole idea is that you come in and you have to do the same. Oh, you're being featured.
Please. Just wash and get out.
This is the washroom. And she has to, it would be best to just wash hands before you transfer anything from the workplace to the home. So, wow. So I've been doing so I started out with tax this morning, and then and I talked about tax and the fact that, and let's try to put some of the papers together. Yeah.
I soon come back.
Yeah. So I'm the person who stays at home, and so sometimes I prepare something for dinner. Most times she cooks, but then we have enough to prepare for different days. So, because I don't like to cook alone, so I prefer somebody is in the kitchen with me. So, wow. So, I'm hungry. It's 6 something in the evening in Maryland, and I'm ready to eat something. We'll see what we find. Okay. So while the lady of the house work, I prepare. You would think this is jollof of rice, folks, but this is not jollof of rice. This is almost Chinese meat and rice. It's almost fried.
Like fried
rice
with chicken.
Our favorite Dutchy pat from Jamaica. What do you need?
Warm it up some more? Or it's warm
Yeah,
enough?
you can taste it. See if it needs more salt.
No. No more
Yeah.
salt.
So I'm
Just need some.
take my hand. In Jamaica they say take your hand on fashion.
Do you mind if I put some vegetable in it? Or
I'll take out.
it won't take long.
Okay.
So they are mixed vegetables.
It's gonna
I
taste
just
different
put like
though.
a half. Yeah, but it will make it look more attractive.
You hear that, folks? She likes her steamed vegetable. So she's in search of the steamed vegetable. I don't particularly like steamed vegetable, but you have to make the lady of the house happy. So that's the number one goal in a marriage. Wow. So welcome to our kitchen, folks. So we're gonna do a quick cooking for you. Finish up. So surprising, when we were in Jamaica, the dinner would take about 2 hours or 3 hours to cook. And in the United States, it's takes only maybe half an hour. So we're using, what's that you're using? Let me see that. Mixed vegetable. Let me see.
A little bit of mixed
Okay.
vegetable. Make
Frozen
it look more
mixed
attractive.
vegetable. Good. So we're gonna add that to this container. So we put a small portion of it in the microwave. So let that defrost. And as it defrosts, we have the fire going in this Dutchy pot. You can know a real Dutchy pot when you knock it like this, folks. Sounds like a bell. And we have different sizes all in Jamaica. They're made locally in Jamaica. And I think they're made in the Latin countries also. So this is not jollof of rice, but fried rice and form of a meat, most likely chicken, sometimes pork, and then we're gonna add the vegetable in there. So I've been doing tax, and I'm finding that, man, that tax is getting difficult for me to do. I must be getting too old or something.
It's all like you're the one who working it out.
Huh?
Like you're the one who...
Yeah, I go in the room, and it takes me a long time to really figure out the arrangement that I used to use. It's good, you know. So I talked about getting tired. I went outside. Yep. So
Got some broccoli.
I've bought lemon and lime. Anybody know the difference between lemon and lime?
Of course.
Just saying, what is a lemon?
Lemon
Is the
are
yellow
the
one?
yellow ones, and the lime is the
Okay.
green one.
Taste the same? No, they don't taste the same.
No.
And this I used to call this. This is broccoli, which I don't like. I used to call it the little tree. Wow.
That,
So what are you looking for now?
oh, I did.
Confused.
I'm not.
You're not confused.
I didn't remember I put it on already. I was gonna say I should put it over it.
Yeah. So you had lunch? No, I didn't.
Uh-huh.
If I'm morning,
Just
you know, eat.
The 1 egg and that
Some breakfast.
oatmeal. Yeah. And at work I drank 2 cups of water.
Water. Wow.
You're gonna see how pretty this look when you put
Okay.
the mixed vegetable to it.
Hopefully we're making some of you hungry. So what I did today, I diced up the meat and put a little bit more oil in the pan. Sometimes I put spices like, well, onions and garlic and so forth. I didn't put we had enough in it, so I didn't put any more. And then I just stir fry it. And then now what we had in now is the frozen vegetable. Well, by the time microwave finish with it, it won't be frozen, so maybe cook. So it won't, microwave won't make it too mushy. Oh. So you would think Jamaicans cook curry goat or curry mutton every day, folks, but we are I don't even realize that a lot of people don't realize Jamaicans are really rice. We are rice culture people. We eat a lot of rice. Of course, the yam and the banana and all that, but rice is one of the staple food. It's quick and quick. You can prepare it quickly, and you can add anything to it.
Are we gonna have some of that lemonade?
Two drinks. So last night I made some good old sugar and water. No, lemonade. We call it sugar and water if you don't have the lime in it, but I did have lime. So here we go. So we put that. Mixed vegetable in there. Then as you stir,
Look a little bit more attractive.
you're gonna see how the color change. It looks like a Christmas tree, folks. So it's Christmas in February in the kitchen.
Let me test.
I know she's gonna test to see if it's salty
Ready?
enough.
No, not salted. If the vegetable ready, and it is.
Good.
So we're ready to eat.
All right. As quick as that.
Okay. Okay, you're gonna share?
Take out yours.
Yeah. Could you? You can't put
No,
it to
you
stand up?
over there. I'll do that over there. So you
But
do
if
the
you put
honor.
it over there, you can still
No.
see us.
You go ahead. I was tasting all along before you came. You see?
See, give it a little bit of lift, a little bit more
Right.
color.
You know, with the avocado, eh?
We
Okay.
have, but I just bought it.
All right. Okay. So what we're gonna do is so this is the lemonade I made last night, and it's brown because it's made of brown sugar.
I had some water.
Oops. Drink out, sir. Or give me. She did.
Yours fuller than mine,
Let
or?
me drink out mine. Drink out. Oops, when it ran.
Okay.
I'm balancing the level for her. And she wants it. I like a lot of sugar. I like sugar, folks.
Okay. You're gonna get yours.
Yeah, go ahead, Anna. I'll get mine. Good, folks. So dinner time. Wow.
Could you put a little bit more in here for me, Larry? Okay, good.
Dinner time, folks. Okay.
This chicken salad don't have the nuts in it.
Oh. So
We give thee thanks for what we're about to receive. Amen.
Amen.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that.
That's good.
So that means I can cook.
Mm-hmm. Can put together.
What happened, folks, is because Jamaica is, remember, Jamaica is a multi-ethnic or multicultural country out of many one people. We have a lot of Chinese, Indians, Syrians, Africans. We're predominantly African. And Europeans, a lot of Jews in Jamaica who have been there from the 1492 expel from Europe. So you'll find that the Jamaican food is quite a combination of all those cultures mixed. So one time you'll see us eating food look like African, next time you'll see us eating food look like Chinese. Next time you see we eat a lot of Indian food with a lot of curry. But the taste, not because we are from Jamaica, but the taste is it's remarkable. I think it's a combination of all those cultures come together to give that flavor. And as I said in another tape that the Tainos did the jerk. Tainos introduced the jerk to the Africans, and the Africans took that to, well, they both took it to the hills as the Maroons, in the Maroon culture. And now it's spread all over the world. So normal when you get something that tastes good, you say, So, so but the main topic today is tax, and I was taping and talking about the fact that this country, United States, started out, well, United States, but when the pioneers came here, the English king was taxing them so hard that they protested about the heavy taxation. And now United States is one of the people of United States is one of the most taxed set of people in the world. Maybe England beat us, but you know.
Tastes good, Lord.
Yeah. So from tax
Perfect.
to cooking and to eating. Thanks for joining us, folks. Thanks for spending the time with us. And this is Shippy the Explorer saying bye for now. If you like what you're seeing that's happening in Maryland, don't get hungry. Don't feel bad. I've introduced you to our house and a touch of what we do. But if you like it, see, I don't want to talk and eat, so I may get stroke. So if you like what you see, just put the thumbs up, say you like, subscribe, and share. Shippy the Explorer coming to you with another experience from this end of the world. Bye for now, folks. See you soon. So, yes, folks, welcome back again to Shippy the Explorer. Shirley is gonna demonstrate how you do broccoli
Broccoli and make it stay green, nice
so
and
it can
green.
stay green.
Instead of
Broccoli is her favorite, not my favorite. Oops. What are you looking for?
boil up the water.
So you boil the water, put a pan, a pot with water on, with some water, and you get that boiled. And so you're gonna wash it or what?
Yeah, I will. I will.
You turn that way, you turn that way. Turn sideways so you can see it. So what are you doing now?
I'm taking off this hold.
Oh, okay. And I'm showing off, guys. This is my, oh, what's the name of my flowers now? Can't remember the name of the flowers. I've been blooming right in the kitchen. There we go. So you strip it a bit. I think broccoli is part of the cabbage
Family?
family, if I'm not mistaken. Look up house plants. How comes I forget?
What happened?
No, I'm not sure why I forget the name of the plant.
I don't remember the name either.
Some restaurants do the broccoli real good, like Olive Garden.
Breaking news tonight, the state of emergency as a deadly and historic storm slams the west coast. Extremely dangerous storm fueled by atmospheric river bearing down on Southern California. Los Angeles getting a month's worth of rain in a single day. Widespread flooding, mudslides forcing.
Let's say somebody piano in the house.
You what?
Piano in the house.
Piano in the house.
Yeah, the flood. You could see the
Oh,
piano
gee.
on the
You
street.
hear that King Charles did diagnosed with cancer,
Oh, I forget to tell you.
prostate.
No, they said that while they were taking care of a benign enlarged prostate, they found out that he has a cancer, but they never tell
Oh boy.
What kind? I guys can take over from him. He's not gonna be on the throne too long. Okay, so I'm gonna make the water boil. When it boiled, and I just
Burn off my oh jeez, I almost burn off my tail.
okay. So I make the water boil,
So it's boiling up
bubble
now.
up, then I put the broccoli in just for like about 5 minutes or less, and just pour it off right away, and that will make it nice and green instead of
Wow.
discolored sandy.
Find the plant and it's the orchid.
Orchid.
Orchid. These are my orchids, folks. ORCHID. And there's a baby one here.
CHID, right?
Yeah, but it's it's not orchid, but it's orchid, I think.
You think so? For all I know, CHID is chid.
But we don't say chid. It's kid. And I have them blooming every year, November. They come up. Here we go.
Boiling.
Water is almost boiling up.
So now I'm gonna take my time. And
Okay,
just
you can see. There you go. So the water has to boil up first.
stir it.
And not a lot of water. You don't put no salt in it.
No, I need no salt on it. Like 5 minutes or less, then you pour it off.
Okay, you need a bigger strainer.
It's holding this.
That they turn over. We call it.
Calendar.
The calendar. That's a three-legged. No, it's a real calendar. It has it on 3 legs. And folks, it's 2 years now. We have started what they call a compost program, where all our food except meat and bones, we collect it in the kitchen, and then we have a compost container outside. And what I do, I put the compost, all the cuttings from the kitchen in that container outside, and then spread a little dirt over it. And by the time December, like now, the container is almost full. Almost 200 pounds of compost. And then in spring now, I'll take that decomposed material and put it in the vegetable garden. If I had here's my flashlight, I think, is inside.
Boiling up. Start boiling like that.
Alright, what I say? Speak up.
Oh,
It's alright.
once it start boiling like this, you don't want to stay in the water too long. Just turn off.
So that's 5 minutes.
Yeah, or less.
Here we go.
See? Nice and green.
Try it to this side.
I'm gonna pour it in this colander.
Dump it out, you know. Ooh. And here it is. It even looked greener than when it was in the package. Oh, you let that cool.
Yeah, then you can eat what you can. You can freeze and take out as you go along.
Okay.
So that's how to make your broccoli stay nice and green.
Good.
Not deady.
Not dirty.
Yeah.
We get
sometimes
that.
they cook
We get that word.
broccoli so much that it just the color turn.
Oh.
Nice and green.
Wow. It could be green and it could be green or more, folks. It's not my favorite. Not my favorite.
That's it.
And the funny there we go. And the funny thing about when I grew up in the country, I used to just go to the field and just pluck the cabbage and eat it. Sometimes with a little salt. But that's how I grew up. Tomatoes, fresh from the plant, and cabbage, fresh from the root. Carrots also from the ground. Wash them off and eat them in the bushes. But somehow, broccoli
Okay.
is not my stuff.
That's it.
Okay, so that's it, folks. We thought we had finished with cooking for the night, but we found out that we had to prepare the broccoli, so that's to show you. So from tax to walk, the trash program, talk about life, and now we do a little cooking to see how life is. Look at that. Oh, we might have to eat the avocado. Ooh. But okay, so bye for now. Shippy the Explorer saying good night, folks. Thanks for watching.